Hi everyone, Shavua Tov and Shana Tova. Hope you all had a good Rosh Hashanah. We're coming into the fast of Gedalia tomorrow, the 3rd of Tishrei. And I'm going to continue the series of the Daf Yomi. We are actually concentrating now on page 36 of Masechet Kiddushin. And very interesting, going back into the territory of Masechet Sota here. We just did that only about half a year ago, just to give or take a little bit. I did a whole nearly 50 videos on it. So please go back and watch those videos. But as said before, the Sota is a woman that is, let's just say, has been secluded with another man and been warned and has been secluded again with that same person, and she's now liable to drink a bitter waters as a suspicion of adultery. She'll have to drink a bitter waters, and if she was guilty, she should admit to it without drinking those waters. And I would watch the previous videos, which I spoke about that only a few months ago. But we're going back into that territory today inside the Daf. In fact, the Mishnah of the page teaches that many of the laws that relate to bringing the korbanot, the different sacrifices in the Bet HaMikdash, in the temple, apply to men and not to women. That's as a general thing. The exceptions are, for example, the mitzvah of the tnufa, which that will be lifting the Mincha sacrifice, meal offering, let's just say, where naturally women will also do that, and also men over here. That's one of the exceptions. And it's brought by a sotah. So naturally a sotah would be a woman over here, and that's very much we see in Parshat Naso in the 5th chapter of Sefer Bamidbar. And a Nazira also, a Nazir is naturally Nazirite would most likely be a man also, but there was Queen Helena and other righteous women that took on Nazirite status, so they would also bring this meal offering, which also we learn in Parshat Naso. The Mincha sacrifice was brought by the person bringing the sacrifice in a basket. So they bring it in a sal, and it was removed from the basket and then placed in something called a keli sharet over there. What is that? It's a utensil actually that belongs to the Bet HaMikdash and was given to the woman to hold at that stage in time. That's what it was. As is generally the case with, let's say, menachot, tenufa was then done at that stage in time, with the kohen placing his hands under the hands of the owner and lifting the mincha up in the air. He would bring it up. Afterwards, it was brought to the altar and sacrificed, with the remainder given to the Kohanim to eat. Naturally, we know the Kohanim, the priests were given different gifts in the Bet HaMikdash in the time of that. There's many different gifts that was given, though this is one of the things that they were given. So it's just a basic review of what the Mincha sacrifice was. It was done by Sota and the Nazir. Gemara expounds more on it, and I very much would recommend everyone to look into the Daf. Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz gives some interesting insights also in his Korban Gemara, which I very much recommend everyone to look into. And please watch the previous 35 videos also from Masechet Kiddushin. Wishing you a Gemar Chatima Tova for next week, for Rosh Hashanah, and let's make the most of the Aseret Yimei Teshuvah and grow as much as possible in our Judaism. So have a great day and a Shavua Tov. I'm Michael Zubravelli, and please watch